Hi Scream Team, and welcome to Autopsy of a Scream. Now today, I have an extra special guest. This is Benny, a skeleton who sometimes lives in a closet. Well, my closet, because so many secrets in Lakewood live in closets. Yep, do you see what happened there? That was a really, really bad pun. Yep, and I had a prop for the pun, because I'm a terrible person. Okay, so we were cleaning. This is my skeleton, Benny. I bought him in October for Halloween, and he was being moved around because we're cleaning, so I thought I'd add him to the video today, just for an added, like, creepy element of fun and little prop Scream buddy. Okay, so this week's episode of Autopsy of a Scream is focused on, the most recent episode of MTV Scream, Jeepers Creepers, which had me very freaked out that there was going to be a Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers moment, because I hate eye violence in anything. Like, if something happens to someone's eye in anything I'm watching, reading, listening to, I can't do it. It's so creepy. I even have problems when I go to the eye doctor. Yeah, no, great. Anyway, so in this episode, there's a lot of tension between Noah and Audrey, because Noah knows Audrey's secret. I'm kind of holding hands with Benny because he's sort of falling over. There we go. So, it's just gonna be a couple. So, the two, Noah stole Audrey's phone and knows that she is connected to the killer in some way, and that the killer is, like, bothering her, sort of stalking, attacking her, sort of stuff, but he doesn't really know what's going on. He's updated his murder board to show that she's connected to the killer, and on top of that, Emma and Kieran are having issues because she's mad that Kieran, like, ratted her out to the sheriff when he's like, well, I had to tell him something because of the gun. And so the problem is that Kieran is getting closer to the sheriff, and Emma's not really comfortable with it because they didn't really trust the police last time, even though Kieran's dad was the sheriff, and he's gone. So Kieran's having some issues where the sheriff is hinting, like, maybe if you trusted us more before, your dad would be okay. So there's a lot of guilt going on that's making Kieran very, like, we should work with the cops, we shouldn't just do whatever this time, especially because now he knows that the killer actually did call Emma. So that's all going on. There's lots of friend drama. On top of, well, Kieran and Emma are dating, so it's like relationship drama just in general. Brooke is also trying to not get over, but like deal with Jake's death, which has her very focused on Branson because she thinks it's his fault. She thinks he did it because he was like following her. She thinks it has something to do with him. So she's asked Stavo to help her try and figure out what's going on. So Brooke has some very dangerous things going on. So her dad is doing some sketchy stuff. The sheriff totally knows that his dad was up to stuff with Jake. He's like trying to hire a woman he met at high school to help him out. Yeah, Branson is connected to the psychiatrist who recently I discussed with someone could be the killer maybe. Because if she was Branson's alibi, what was her alibi? Anyway, so there's like all of that tension going on. Brooke winds up like seducing Branson into meeting her at their like secret hotel room. Yes, there are spoilers. This is an after show sort of. So she gets in there. She doesn't actually like hurt him. She cuts his cheek a little bit. Benny's making a break for it. We're just gonna hold the dead guy. So she lures him to this room, ties him up. He's tied up for kind of a long time in there. While that's going on, Noah gets a text from the guy at the hotel who we know is dead and Audrey knows is dead, but Noah doesn't know is dead, and he goes to a creepy carnival to meet up with him, and the carnival has no reception, and Emma's supposed to meet him, and Emma's car breaks down, and she can't get a hold of him. Oh, and the movie theater was playing Something Wicked This Way Comes, which is about creepy carnivals and terrible, terrible things that happen at them. So, hints. There are hints. I should have known. There would always be hints. So, Noah goes there. He's completely alone. He gets grabbed by a creepy masked-faced person and winds up tied up on a ride. And when he's on the ride, he like wakes up and there's someone else in another car behind him, and it's Audrey. The two of them like start working through things, kind of. Like he's telling her all these secrets and that he like thought she was connected to all of this stuff, but Audrey hasn't officially told him that she's connected to anything. She does reveal that she's actually the one who kidnapped him. Yeah, she was trying to prove her innocence, so she kidnapped him, but she didn't know that Noah had been lured there already by the killer pretending to be hotel guy. Yeah, not good. So now she's freaked out. They're running. Emma shows up. Kieran shows up. Everyone's kind of freaked out. While this is going on, Brooke and Stavo wind up like meeting up. Yep. Except Stavo takes weird shirtless pictures of himself in the the mask, which is kind of weird. The spinal tattoo's fine. Like the backbone thing. The creepy shirtless mask pictures are weird. We all agree. All of the heads are nodding. See? It's weird. Okay. So that's all going on with Brooke and Stavo. They're like relationshiping up together, which kind of makes sense because he was like helping her through stuff. Branson is still at the hotel. So while everyone has escaped the Creepy Creep Carnival, he's there. Then Noah is working on a podcast, and while he's working on it, Audrey comes in and reveals everything, that she's the one who brought Piper there, but she didn't know Piper was killing people. She asked Piper, Piper told her, no, I'm not doing anything, and she believed her, and she feels like an idiot because people are dead. She feels like it's all her fault, and that this is just all her fault, and Noah's like, no, it's not your fault, like, this isn't all your fault, you were a victim, like, they were using you. So, they, like, work through it together, and the problem is, he recorded it, because he was working on a podcast. Yeah. Yay. So, with all that, still, there's one last moment that has to happen. See, Branson, still tied up at the hotel, and, he's not alone now. Brooke left him there, all on his lonesome. And, yeah. Killer, masky face, comes in, and, turns on the iron. Isn't doing, it's not doing laundry. The killer goes up to him, removes his blindfold, and cuts off Branson's hand. Yeah. And, eek. But that iron is good for something because the killer uses it to cauterize Branson's wound. So now he's a one-armed man who, in theory, has had emergency hotel triage. So he isn't going to die, probably won't get an infection, but literally only has one hand now. So that happened. And it was really creepy. Just yee. But the issue is now the psychology teacher, psychiatrist, the person from the high school whose actual name I frequently forget, I just keep calling her the psychologist. She knows about Brooke and Branson's past, so that could have been a motive for her to cut off Branson's hand. I mean, I would be a little upset, especially because she thinks that Brooke and Branson hooked up the night that Jake died. So there is that, like, hinted element. It could have been her, because she'd be mad enough at Branson to want to cut his hand off. Maybe. Who knows? I also still think Zoe could be connected in some capacity. I don't know. I just have this feeling. I just do. And I love Zoe, so I feel really bad saying, like, I think she's the bad guy. But I don't think she's working alone. Like, I think she'd be working with someone. So maybe she and the psychologist know each other or something. I don't know. Those are my theories for this week. Crazy, crazy things on MTV Scream all the time. And, so that's everything. Share your thoughts and theories with me in the comments or on Twitter with the hashtag Autopsy of a Scream. You can find me there at Clef Notes. You can find me on my blog, clefnotes.wordpress.com, or the Nerd Girl Express, nerdgirlexpress.com, or on their Snapchat, the Nerd Girl EXP. And I post recipes on the iZombie Support Group site, iZombieSupportGroup.com. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, possibly this guy, maybe this guy, please subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.